Alright, we're called in on this remodeling job for plumbing. We're licensed plumbers, and this how everything looks nice to look at. And then we look under here, and this is what we get called in on. No traps, corrugated flexible connectors, which are against the code. They collect bacteria, dirt, sediment. Bugs can actually start growing in them things, and then climb up into your sink where you're defrosting your vegetables and your meats, which doesn't sound too appetizing, very unsanitary. And look at the sides of the holes. They cut for the drain. Now, by code, we have to have discussion plates on that, so look at that. And they put a couple of new valves on, which is always a great idea, except they're straight valves, straight connectors instead of 90 degrees to tie the water lines in. And flexible fern-coat air instead of a tailpiece. This is a typical handyman type deal. So instead of calling a plumber right off the bat and set up the plumbing fixtures, they try to save a little money and do it themselves. No loop in the dishwasher line. You got to be above the sink so you don't get a siphoning in case the sink backs up and siphon back in your dishwasher. No nut to tie that line down even. So this is just one thing, and we're going to look at the other. So we'll be right back. All right, now we're in the beautiful half bath on the first floor. It's very nicely appointed. But then we look at the plumbing on this again. This is beautiful. Look at that. No trap. Again with the flex connector, corrugated line, wrapped on around.
This wife's called like the plumber.
Right on in. Try to save a few dollars, and this is what they get. Big giant hole in the back of the cabinet, which they figure nobody's going to see, so they'll just go ahead and leave it that way. But very unprofessional, very. I wonder why the building inspector walked through here and pretty much went nuts with the general contractor, and now he wants to fine the guy $2,000 because he's saying that they did all this work without permits and whatnot, you know. But we're going to go upstairs and check up there and see what the sinks look like in the master and the other bathroom. So we'll be returning in a moment. All right, nice, beautiful hall bathroom. The tile looks nice. You know, looks good on the outside. You know, but you don't know what's behind the walls now, do you? We're guessing that this bathtub doesn't have a trap on it at all. There's no access panel, so it's really hard for us to tell. Everything's been sheetrocked up, no inspections were done. And then we go and look at the vanity. Now, if the same guy did the tub did the vanity, then we're going to be left with the same situation like this. Not only is he using illegal corrugated pipe, but he's also got an uphill run on the thing. If you can notice, you probably can't tell, but he's got it so it's got to run uphill. That might be his idea of a trap. But totally wrong. Look at the size of the holes for the water lines and the size of the drain he cut inside the cabinet. It would have been so simple just to not put that 45-degree angle on that ABS pipe and come straight in and put a trap right on, but I guess you couldn't visualize that.
That valve is central on.
And so we're going to go into the master, and this is the upstairs hall bathroom, and we're going to see what else we could find that might be interesting. We'll be back in a minute. All right, it's the master bathroom. Very nice, very nice. Don't think there's a trap on that bathtub. And we're pretty sure there's no trap on that shower. We think it's just going straight on down. Water line on the toilet, you know, look at that. I mean, I don't know what homeowner wants to come in and, I mean, it's just a matter of fit and finish is what it comes down to. I mean, you got the water line all the way over there. Instead of moving it over and centering over the toilet, they came through with a valve that's all cockeyed and crooked, and a long-edge flex connector. You know, just very poor quality workmanship, is what I would say. And over here, we took this piece out already. They glued the nuts and the fittings with not PVC glue, but ABS glue, which I guess they figured they couldn't get it to stop leaking, so they tried to glue it. And here here's our famous corrugated fitting again with another little fern coat type adapter. And they glued in the backside of the trap, PVC to ABS. Who knows if they used the transition cement there or not, but we're going to have to work with that because I'm not going to go to the trouble of trying to pull that damn thing out of there because we ain't got no room to work on the pipe if it breaks. We'll have to go into the wall at that point. And big giant holes for the water lines coming through there. They just got to just screw them in wherever they want it to. It's real nice these days. Everything's all flexible and, it takes all the workmanship out of actually having to do a plumbing job correctly because any idiot can pick these things up at the home center and just throw it in, no matter what, as long as the water comes out the faucet and the water goes down the drain, they think everything's okay. But this job is totally screwed. Same thing here. They glued that PVC trap nut to an ABS adapter. So we have to try to cut that back and get an ABS adapter on behind that again. Again, another, infamous, rubber fitting that home centers carry and just about anybody can do, but then you end up with a mess. This is why plumbing should be done by plumbers and not just your general handyman. But we're going to report back to the owner. It's going to cost them probably twice as much to fix all this stuff than it would have been if he would just call us in the beginning to set up the fixtures for him. It's going to cost him double to have this fixed right now. So, but that's the way it goes. If you guys seen this stuff before on one of your jobs, leave a comment down there. Let us know. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.